Hey, this is Jeff Van Dren from WPJeff.com. I just thought I'd do a quick little video overview of this project management inside of WordPress. I had a friend and I wrote up a little blog post here where I'll put this video inside of it, but he was basically asking if there's a way to do some project management inside of WordPress. I typically use Asana for all my stuff, but I had heard of this plugin called, let's see if I can pop it open here, WP Project. It's a free available project, WP Project Manager. It's available on WordPress.org, and you can get to it linked off of my website here. But it turns out it's actually a pretty nice plugin, and it actually has a nice little premium upgrade too. It only costs $15, which basically allows you to create a front end for your project management as well for users, and it's really kind of a nice little thing. Let me show you what it looks like here. So here I've set up a little sub-site for clients, and I'll probably use this for some of my work as well. And you can see here I have some sub-projects underneath it here. I could come in, and because I'm an administrator, I can come in and add more projects. I give, let's just call this a new project. Give it a name here. I can give some details. Here is an awesome project. Now I can select people that are already added as users on my site here, and I can even notify them, which will send out an email to them saying that they've been added to this new project here. And then inside of each project you have an activity which shows everything's happening. You can send messages. You can create a to-do list, including sub-lists underneath it. You can set milestones and then various files that are associated with it. Let me go show you just a couple of these items inside of one of these other projects. Here's a test project with a couple of messages. So anytime there's any activity, it'll show the date and any activity and who did it and what time, and you can link off to each of these items. There's a nice little messages area where you can send out messages, and let's say you want to attach files. You can see that I've attached an image here, and it attached it nice, really nice to add the file to it as well. It's a really nice little feature. You can create to-do lists. I've created just this one doesn't have a task list inside of it. Milestones and files. Let me go ahead and go back to one of these other ones I've created. I think this one right here has a to-do list. Yeah, here's some task items right here. Launch tasks, which is a task list, and I can create another task list underneath it. And it's all kind of nice Ajax-y working here. So this is, let's see here, post-launch. How about that? Things to do after we launch. You can, of course, use milestones for this, but when I add a new list, I have my post-launch list, and item 1, I can set due dates on it with these nice little pop-up window and when it's going to be. I can assign it to somebody, which is nice, and it adds this list here. And I can reorder these items. I can put this list up above this list, and inside of here I can reorder these and mark them complete, and then unmark them complete. It's basically showing all that stuff too inside of the activity. See how it's marked undone, completed, added. Keeps a nice little log of everything that's happening inside of a project here. So really neat. Where this gets to be really kind of powerful too, I think, is for the user experience. Here's a client login here. You can see that I'm logged in as the Oasis Jeff test user here. And you can see that I don't have any access to any of these items at all because, I haven't given myself access to it. So let me, as an administrator, I'll go ahead on this right here. We'll go ahead and log into the client portal as the dashboard here. I can do it from the front end too. First off, let me show you that I've just added the users as subscribers. See, they just have the subscriber role. That's all they need to do is be added in some sort of way to the site itself. Once they're added to that, you can go into any of these projects and add a user to it. So let's go ahead and add this Oasis Jeff user. I can edit the project, and I can just come in here and I can add Oasis Jeff to it. Notify users, update project here. It's going to send a little email. But now if we go back and refresh, you'll see that I have access to that one project as that user. So that user can then log in. They can see the project that they're a part of here. They can come in and they can then add new messages. They can work on the to-do list. They can, they basically have access to this area as well. So this is kind of some of the nice stuff here. Which is, I think that's really neat for clients to be able to log in and see that. Now what I'm probably going to do is just add this to my main site so that I'll have a client portal, then protect that so that they can't log into it and see anything other than it. But it's kind of some nice little features there. It's a good little project management tool to kind of get started if you want to have some sort of project management on your site. I go over some of the benefits on my blog here, but there's no limit to projects. Unlike a lot of other project management stuff, you pay per project or per user or a monthly cost. You pay one time, it lives on your WordPress site. You don't have to pay again. It's relatively expensive to start. With $15, you have a front end experience forum, permission levels, notifications, individual notifications, all these milestone subtasks. It's actively being developed by the author. I think these are all really nice benefits to this plugin. A couple of drawbacks: it is relatively new, so it's still being developed, and there's still things being added to it. I haven't been able to find out how to archive tasks or projects when they're complete to kind of hide them from view. So if I complete a project, I don't necessarily want to see it anymore. I don't want to put it in an archive of some sort and be able to go and get that if I want. I'd really like a nice way to integrate with the plugin. Some sort of way to maybe add in hours. Augment it like this little add-on plugin does here. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the plugin. I think that it might be useful for a lot of you too. Let me know if you have any questions. You can go ahead and post them onto this forum post or this blog post on my blog, WPJeff.com, and just go to the blog or do a search for project management, and you'll find it underneath there. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see if I can help you along. Seems like a pretty good tool. So, alrighty, talk to you later. Bye bye.